Hello, my name is Jayden Semotan, author of A Green Light Come On. I've been a part of the military my whole life, and the significance of the green light is respect for the deployed, and you put it in before they get deployed, and you take the green light out when that individual comes home safely.
After I got the call that I was going to be deployed, I found myself kind of spiraling into this negative space.
I've been in, almost 20 years and I've never been deployed. So I think it doesn't matter, if it's your first deployment or your 8th deployment. I was talking to someone in the back. It's still challenging on a family.
The military was hugely helpful, and the Family and Readiness program helped us with preparations, full binder, everything that we needed to do, and it was a really great help for us. Having not gone, you think, oh, you've been in almost 20 years, you should know all this stuff, and I really didn't know anything about what I was getting into, so it was a great help.
My perspective comes from the man at home, the guy who had to keep it all together. Going into it, Tina and I obviously had some time to talk about it before we notified Jayden, and a lot of time to plan from April until January when she deployed.
So after attending the Yellow Ribbon event, we were provided with a lot of information, binders, points of contact, apps for phones to give us all the contact information we needed to reach outward if we needed to. Financial, health, all those types of things were covered in that information, which was at the ready at our house on my phone if we needed to do it.
I decided I wanted to find a counselor for my family. I think a lot of times people think that you go to a counselor when you're unhealthy or that there's problems in your family or with you. And to me personally, I think it's one of the healthiest things that you can do for yourself or your family.
I remember the first time we went there, she asked me this question because I kept saying I'm worried about this impacting my relationship and my family negatively. And she stopped me and she said, why does it have to be negative? Like, this is going to change your family. But if you do something about it, it could turn out really positive.
We went to a counselor after I found out about the deployment, and she said that I was good at expressing my emotions. So she asked if I would do it on paper. And I would write about the ups and downs of the week, and we did it until my mom returned. I started this when I was 9 years old and finished journaling when I was 10. My book just got published right after I turned 11 years old. I've never done a project that has taken this long. Eventually, if we journaled a lot, it would be a book, but not published. So we just thought that we could try to publish it, and it worked out. I ended up journaling over 25,000 words. I learned that you have to work hard to make it happen. There were times when I didn't want to journal, but I knew I had to, so I could help other kids that were going through the same feelings that I was.